Trojan Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here with some massive breaking news, some big time news. USC gets a commitment from a superstar, a local guy out of Modern Day High School, Shaun Scott. We're going to talk about this because, look, this is big time, man. And look, you're seeing some footage here from one of my best friends, Coach Lilo at Modern Day High School, who actually is Shaun Scott's trainer. And look, so we knew about this, and look, man, you're getting a phenomenal athlete, man. We're gonna talk about him. I want to get into who he is as a player. And look, man, Coach Lowe told me straight up, look, Jay, he said, you're getting a dog. You're getting one of the most athletic players that's in this recruiting class. You're talking about a very physical guy, a guy that has a lateral movement, a guy that has a sideline to sideline, a guy that could drop back in coverage. You're getting a guy that he can play the edge spot. He could play the inside linebacker spot. He could play whatever you want him to play, and he's very intelligent as it relates to being a football player. So look, man, well, let's talk about Shaun Scott. Let's talk about who he is, because look, I'm extremely excited, not only because he's a local guy, but because this guy has a very well put together body. He stands at 6'3", 230 pounds, and it's look, the way he put on that weight, he has a lot of room to grow. But he's very fast. He's strong, and the way he drops back in coverage, look, he can play the wheel, he can play the mic, wherever you want to put him. All right, so Shaun is a 4-star prospect, and he's ranked number 289 overall. So he is in the top 300, and I'm sure that's gonna move up because that guy, man, I'm telling you, his explosiveness, the way he plays through the ball is unbelievable. And he's ranked the number 28th edge overall in the country. And he's ranked the number 30 player in the state of California. He's part of the 2026 class. And, you know, I told you guys that they have him listed as an edge. However, I do think, and I'm hearing, that USC possibly wants to use him as the middle linebacker spot. And so, look, whatever they put him at, whether it's the middle linebacker spot or whether it's the edge, USC is going to be able to utilize him in either way. The only player that that kind of puts me in the same mind frame is a guy like Elijah Newby, who was versatile enough to be able to move to the edge spot or the inside linebacker spot, and maybe he could possibly move back to the middle linebacker spot in the future. But right now, USC just recently moved him to the edge spot. But Shaun Scott is that same type of guy. He could play up. He could play the edge spot standing up. And so I think you're getting a guy that's going to be able to move and groove on all fronts. And so we'll see what position he actually plays. But 6'3", 230 pounds, he has plenty of room to grow right now. I mean, you got to think that he's probably going to put on at least, at least 10 to 15 pounds like it's just easy, and still be able to carry that weight and still be able to have that speed, maintain that speed. So look, you guys can hit me in the comment section, man. You guys can tell me what you think. I think USC is getting one of the best players in the country. All right, so when we look at this now too, think about this. USC hasn't been getting the modern day players like we used to get. Now you see it, Tom, we see Shaun Scott, and there's more coming, man. This is like a trickle-down effect. It's a snowball effect. And USC is moving and grooving on all fronts, man. Listen, it's really go time. It's on and popping. It's on and cracking. USC gets a superstar, Shaun Scott. Hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think. It's USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. I'm out of here. Fight on, fight on, fight on.